I got tons of soul, I'm a true collectible. Famous, so famous, number one, desirable. I do what I want, when I want, and how I want it. Leave you with the one in the air, that's how I run. And you always wanna be mine, and a champion. I'm so royal. This
Keep watching Multiversity. Everyone's got to be watching Multiversity.
Looks like we're going to need professional medical help. Help.
Welcome, everybody, to a very special episode of Multiversity. I am Quaman Star G. That is my nickname for this YouTube web program. And yeah, this is a topic that due to some recent events, I feel like it's very apropos that we talk about it. You know, it's very appropriate that we go through the motions on and speaking on this topic. You know, we've seen people, you know, left, right, and in between talk about it. We've seen people try their best to articulate things in scenarios that that they weren't really a part of. And basically it's a pretty controversial topic here at Multiversity. You know, we've gotten into some trouble. We've made some friends with it, with a whole 9 yards. And I basically just want to take the time out and start the show off with it. And let me just go ahead and introduce the co-hosts for tonight. Let's start off with the judge, Avia.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another. It's about to go down as usual. So let's get into it.
Yep, and I want to say this is someone who is. This is someone that I think is very versed on this topic, and let's bring him in. Aaron.
Yes, thank you, Star G. The absolute atrocities that have occurred the past few days, just by what we're going to be talking about today. It's honestly just I'm still taking it into my damn self. Just wow. I really can't just say, like, wow.
Yes, and it's a very serious it's a very serious topic. Like I said, this is something. Mike isn't here tonight. He unfortunately,
it was too serious for even him.
He quite literally had to prioritize his mentals and doing the show. So it's well wishes, and he's been such a large part of it that things like this can afford to happen. But definitely is something that we want to touch on. And so we all know what happened this past week, and the things that were said, a lot of people caught a lot of people off guard, had a lot of people up in arms, as it should. And, I genuinely feel that it is it's our responsibility to hold a further conversation on it, to really shed more light that's probably not have been shown before. What's up, John? Thank you for tuning in. You really you came right on in, because we really are finna just really go full steam ahead into it. And it was very, I just want to say, to do it, to speak on this subject when it was, and it's the timing was everything. We all know, that the timing was purposeful, to spark a conversation, to get people to be on one side versus another side. It was a lot. It was a lot. So
Happy era.
I'm cold. I'm just cold.
Yeah, me too. So I'm like personally, I'm just gonna get into it. I'm not even finna stall up anymore.
Mm.
So when we talked about this subject last week, when we talked about this subject, when we touched on this subject, a lot of people took umbrage, not with my choice of Predator, but with Pinhead being a choice that people would choose. And I just, for the record, want to thank all of the good people. What's up to everybody joining? Thank you guys for choosing the right choice in Predator, because we all know.
I mean, but I'm gonna stop you right there, because like it's okay if they're not well versed. See, you make choices that you're comfortable with. If you're not well versed, you go with the choice that you know, and it's okay. I'm not shaming y'all. You just didn't know.
I mean, they do know. They know who the right from wrong. They know all of that.
I think that's true, but okay, go off.
What you mean? Well, I'm talking to the both of y'all. In fact, but it's
no.
What do you mean?
You don't need to.
I don't know what's clickbaiting at all. This is a very serious topic. Serious that there was polls created that Predator won hand, foot, and shoulder. But it is what it is.
That's debatable.
What do you mean it's debatable? It was 75-25 last I checked. What you talking about?
Debatable.
What you mean? That's what happened. That's the legitimate. That's legitimately what it was.
I want to recount.
So how else would we decide if not by a poll? How else would you do it?
Just taking my opinion over y'all's and just going with it. That's what I would. That's what
I chose Predator with you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So the poll wasn't necessary because
y'all don't know taste. Like the Delta variant's out right now. People be losing their taste. I get it. It's okay. I'm not judging.
Nah, I don't think that's the case. I don't think that that's the case at all. I personally would like to just discuss how you were deep.
Even judges give mistrials. So taking Avia's claim, you can't, no.
Out of order, sir. Out of order.
Okay.
Not in courtroom 502.
Is out of order.
Not in courtroom.
You're out of order. You're out of order.
And not you, and not you, because I know what your plan was. You DM'd Mike Pinhead information so he could side with you against. I knew what the game was. I was watching y'all.
Giving me that much credit. Thank you, but no, I'm not. I don't write for. Yeah.
In any case,
no more.
It's November. We're in hoodies. I'm in the exclusive MDV1 hoodie that you can still find somewhere being sold.
I think some gold ones now, don't we?
We do. We do. But we're going to sell the merch.
Be exclusive. The res need to be exclusive.
True that.
That's true. It's going to be rare. It's going to be worth. It's going to be thousands one day. Hold on to it.
Yeah.
Yep. Real. And I designed it. So I get like what? Hold on.
Let me. Oh my gosh, here he goes.
What? I did design them. But thank you again, everybody who made the right choice. There was only ever one right choice about everything. And I'm so glad that the Predator was the choice. I mean, it was, so yeah, but also on tonight's episode, we're going to be this is a one-off episode. This is unconnected to anything we have planned for the month.
I think that's debatable too.
Is it debatable? Is it debatable? Why are you trying me? Why are you trying me already?
I don't know.
Like y'all think the mic isn't here, that gives y'all free reign to just pop off.
Damn Skippy.
Damn Skippy.
That's my job. That's what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to just pop off when Mike's not here. And y'all are just, doing the most for the least. Let me take y'all behind the curtain. Since I got Mike's name in my mouth and Avi is here, let me take y'all behind the curtain of production and episodes and shows and whatnot. So Avia and Mike has conspired against me by delaying their analysis on the season finale of Titans because they already know. They already know what I'm going to do and what I'm going to say and all of the things. They're intentionally Stockholm syndroming me. So at some point, I'm going to break down and watch the entirety of season 3 so I can be more versed in the conversation when they do talk about it. That's all they're doing. They're delaying it. They're spreading it out.
Let me go on defend because this is something Mike would say. Now, you can't talk, though, because you made me rewatch a certain movie.
Oh my God. Oh my God. But that was to talk bad about that movie, which is The Little Things. And that was to shame that movie, and that was to shame the devil, which is the movie, and cast them out. That's what it was. Because that movie was awful. That movie is garbage. And I still maintain that they added the year that the movie take place after it was initially on HBO Max, because that was not there when I first watched that movie, and Aaron agrees that they put that in there after the fact, because I refuse to believe that.
I mean,
man, but yes, they are just there's a lot of things that happen behind the scenes where it's made to intentionally stifle Q and make him just be Stockholm for the next piece of content, from not talking about Aladdin and Tarzan on the main show because they talked about it on the ANA episode I watched once.
That's right.
But I'm trying to hear it twice, which is why I bring it up. But they don't want to do that to me. They don't want to give me that.
It's one and done.
And now Avia and Mike, we're going to just wait 6 years to talk about this Titan season 3 finale because we know Q is going to be there in the B square. So, it's rough. It's rough out here. It's real rough out here for me. But yeah, how was y'all week? How was y'all week this past week of week?
Busy.
I can feel that.
Founders week this week, so a whole bunch of stuff. And then we got football next week, setting up for that. And then we have the Bayou Classic the week after that. And then we have basketball the week after that. It's a lot. It's a lot of stuff.
Correct. Her over here is busy.
Busy.
I've been sick, but I feel like $1 million now.
That's great. That's great. I'm glad for it. Shit, I get it. That's the worst thing in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Now, are you sure you can tell us that you feel healthy? Because I think that's against HIPAA.
As somebody who actually worked in the healthcare environment, I absolutely went against HIPAA, and let me just say, I'm fighting for my religion here, and I'm not afraid to get taken off the air. I don't care if I'm gonna go against HIPAA. I'll tell you my entire health history. In 1992, at 4 something in the morning, January 25th, on a Saturday, I don't know, something red pill. What's up, Meg?
Hey,
what is up? Hey, so do y'all want to do something? Do y'all want to go off? Do y'all want to do something great today? Do y'all want to go?
Talk about that on? Can they talk on this though? How there's a cover up. There's a money laundering cover up. I think we need to talk about that eventually.
Indubitably.
There's some truth.
Exactly. That's all.
Guess what? Me and Mike talk about it.
So while we're on the subject of Q being oppressed, because this, I need to touch on this.
Here we go with
a Q being oppressed, and things and people being against me and doing things that are not in OT, not in my best interests. Let me talk about a recent event that happened this past month. Something that a lot of people may only have scratched the surface on what actually happened. And I just really, like, truly and honestly need y'all to bear with me. And I want y'all's opinion on this because I've been going through it. I've been having my name thrown in the mud. I've been having all of the most salacious things you can ever do and say to a person be just tossed at it. So, hold on. I am scrolling. But what do y'all think it is? I want y'all to guess. I want y'all on y'all toes. I want y'all to wonder what I'm about to show these people. Feel free to defend yourselves.
I hope it's not something from your old OnlyFans.
Right. Please don't let it be something on there. Please don't let it be.
I pray.
On the Tinder, so please don't. Please don't.
I don't have one because they erroneously rejected me.
That's what you would say. I'm gonna go on my smoke break.
Is that all y'all have as a guest? Is this all y'all have as a guest? As I switch into my reading glasses because I'm trying to look at a second screen with my shades on is.
I wear my sunglasses at night.
Absolutely. Oh, no, that's not it. No, that's not it. No, that's not it. I know that it better not have been deleted, or there will be some big ass problems. Or am I even on the right thing? No, I don't have an OnlyFans. What the hell? Why am I just not seeing this comment? No, I got rejected because they did not register my identification that was necessary to do that. So, no, I do not have an OnlyFans. I might get one in the future. Who knows where life will take you? But no, this nignog did not delete my ish. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. No, I did not. No. I'm tripping. I have to be tripping. He did not delete my jump.
Ooh.
I am tripping. I'm tripping. I know I am. I know for a fact I am. Can't be. Or else I'm gonna have to play the garbage version of it, which I don't want to do. I really don't want to do it. As they just be silent as I'm just talking to myself, which I hate hearing my voice.
What you talking about?
Yeah, but I still got to hear my voice, which I don't like. It's bad enough I hear it in my head all day, unsolicited. Heyo. Okay, I'm very confused. All right, y'all. I apologize in advance. But now I got to go to the YouTube version. I am so sorry. I think Aaron is still muted because he's talking and no one's hearing him.
That's I was smoking too much. I was talking to my cigarette. So, maybe what's something new that you've watched?
Okay, here it is, guys. It's gonna look awful. What is y'all talking about?
He could have had more followers.
Oh
no.
You talk about talk about shells only.
What
happened? No, like dead ass. What just happened? I did not back out.
Hater.
Okay.
I didn't back out.
Hater.
I did not back out. I swear to God, I didn't just back out. I swear.
Hater.
Go back and see me start. Go back to my screen.
In Mario.
So
You talking about when you rage quit? You talking about when you rage quit?
no,
You know what?
no. Let's discuss that. Let's discuss what really happened, and let's talk about how I've been erroneously shamed and erroneously blamed for that happening without any real evidence to that. So, for those who did not watch the live stream when we did it over on Twitch Gaming, what are you doing with your lives? Fix that. And secondly, I was adding our homie Dom to our party for Mario Kart 8, and I had to go and manually put the info in so he could join the crew. So apparently, going to your home screen while you're online, it cuts off the race, because if the race starts and you're not there, then you drop out. And since I was the host, it ended it for everybody. Now, these folks out here talking about some I rage quit. And the race didn't even start. I was already placed in like third or second. I don't need to rage quit at that point. I can easily come back. And I love the N64 Peach Park. That's one of my favorite maps. So it's like, why would I rage quit? But no, for the rest of the night, oh, you rage quit. You rage quit. And you see how I'm always the scapegoat for things that go wrong? You see how I'm always the scapegoat for when things go wrong?
Even though you said shells only, and then we started getting hit with the shells and became
What do you mean? First of all, that has no bearings on what I'm saying. That has no bearings on the situation or scenario that is transpiring.
Was that not true?
Yes, I put on shells only. Yes, I was doing that to be diversifying our portfolio of content.
Diversify. Okay.
But that has no bearings. That has no bearings on y'all erroneously. Those two things can be independent from each other if it happens in the same scenario. And the fact that y'all erroneously, with no evidence whatsoever, said you rage quit. I don't know how to deal with that.
No. It was times
All
like
right, I will hear your
this.
case now, Aaron. I will hear your case now.
It was times like this. You know, I'm a simple man from Texas, and many times I grew up in the church, and I recall.
And they said that, and all the police officers was beating down Rodney King said he was resisting, and we all saw the tapes. We all saw what didn't happen.
And I remember what they did to Jesus, and I must say,
the devil is a goddamned liar.
That is you are being very chicanerous. You're being very, 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 very
big city slicker words.
You're being very churlish. You're being very insubordinate and churlish right now, Aaron.
Only I can determine that. This is courtroom 502. Only I can determine that, sir.
You know,
I'm here in both cases. I'm the judge.
Last I checked, somebody thought they were going to whoop everybody's ass.
That has no bearings on you all making erroneous claims. My boastful claims.
When we play.
Boastful.
Y'all. Here's a live look at what Q.
We're actually here to do what we do best. Scam.
Now you're just distracting people by playing funny clips, other than acknowledging what I'm actually saying.
It's the truth.
The truth. Okay. Just because a bunch of things happened independently of what happened does not mean y'all didn't.
Victim blaming. Here he goes.
I'm the victim. I'm the victim of these salacious lies.
He wants to flip the idea as classic narcissism. I mean, wow.
Classism.
More like narcissism.
Classism.
Man. Yeah.
Avia the one with the
X should be an
with
N.
What?
Avia was the one with the big pockets. If anybody being classist, it's not me. You know, Avia saying I can't use churlish and insubordinate. I'm like, I'm the only big words. I'm the only big words I know. You said it was for you to decide, meaning that you're the only one that can say it.
I'm the judge. I'm hearing the case. I'm the judge. And last time I checked, in the judicial system, the judge decides. Sir, it has nothing to do with classism. It's just the judicial system.
See, I don't know. Again, you see how no one has acknowledged me breaking down the factual step by step. What happened?
We acknowledge the facts, but I also want to say I acknowledge that it's bullshit. Just like the title of this episode is bullshit. I don't care about SEO. I don't care what SEO can do for me. What does SEO stand for? Once again, shells exist only to whoop you's ass.
That's not even see, you guys, I know what y'all are doing. Y'all are just trying to find ways to say how y'all gonna kick my butt, which I don't appreciate. I'm trying to have a meaningful conversation. I'm trying to have a meaningful conversation about.
You lied about losing everything by just rage quitting secretly to lose. You switched over to shows and got mad because that vibrato in your voice, that classic vibrato, then fuck you came out of you when you just so happened to whoops and you quit on us, and then
what is this logic? This leap in logic you're committing.
But in reality, he was waiting on us. There was
he was not, because he couldn't be in, because he had to be my friend to be a part of the party. He couldn't join.
He was just waiting. He was just in that little proverbial circle. He was literally just there.
See, now we're getting to the falsehoods, everybody. Now we're just getting to the cap on this app. Now we're just discussing things that aren't even true.
And he just like the Grinch trying to steal Mario Kart from us. He stole Christmas to flying. Now he's stealing Mario Kart. Man, what's he going to do next month?
I cannot believe you guys are just see, and I'm going to continue. There's another piece of and I cut this part out because I didn't want to do what they're doing to me. I didn't want to go there. I didn't want to cast aspersions on his character, but I have another piece of information to show you guys precisely why he is doing and saying the things that he is. So, and it's not coming from any place of trying to get any actual factual things out of there. Observe. Hey, hold this. You see that? You see that, ladies and gentlemen? That is why he's currently pushing this false narrative about me. Because he knows he is still upset that I hit him with a red shell. That is why that's why he's doing that.
Who won the whole game?
But I'm saying you still hold a grudge that I threw that red shell and took first place from you. But that is what I am saying.
Unlike you, when I got hit with a red shell, I was a team player. I did not rage quit.
No, you said that the next time you internally told yourself the next time Q does something or I catch him slipping, I am going to take it to the most extreme and have everyone believe me through my words and my charm and my charisma. And that is what you did. That's what happened.
Well,
that is what you did. See, I took first place from you.
I don't have the power to do that just yet.
Like I
first episode of the month. Not yet.
Like I sat here and I was simply playing a good old fashioned game of Mario Kart, did what I had to do to come in first place. And then all of a sudden, here's Aaron going, the next time Q does something I don't like, his ass is grass. What am I supposed to do with that?
That is completely untrue, and you can't prove it.
I just did.
You can't prove it.
I just did.
I am so sorry, BB. I am so sorry. You were so good with your words. You were so good.
That's you. If you're you, BB. I'm just CC.
Finally, Finally, there's a good joke in there for those that know. It's triple layered on there. That make Avia Didi because she's wearing what is it, red fish, pink salmon.
Ooh, man.
Yeah, Didi. There you go. There's
Yes.
a quadruple joke for those that find humor in cartoons, publicists, and music.
Yeah.
I like.
I'm too sexy for this syrup.
Oh, you said cartoons and music, so I thought you was asking for that button to be played.
I just like how he was trying to speak on his faults. When he got called out,
called out. You guys,
much like Pink Floyd in The Wall, where he went on the trial. That's all that this is for Q. He's on a trial and he don't want to admit his own fault. He needs to tear down that. Q, who hurt you? Who hurt you to lie like this? Why are you lying like SZA?
That is, you guys are really just out here trying to cover your tracks. I didn't play the video evidence. It'll be recorded, so I don't even have to go any further.
I mean, the people.
What you mean? Is the
truth? You tried to TMZ this and Fox News. Don't do that.
What you mean?
That's over here.
The rest of the sequence is. Matter of fact, I will go to the rest of the sequence and I will let them hear what you told me immediately after what I did. I will go back. I will tell.
I stand in my
let them
truth.
Listen carefully.
And you got it coming.
Bam!
You got it.
Bam! He's told me to. You guys heard it. He said that I had it coming. I got it coming. What else could that mean?
Madam Judge,
I will tell you guys.
Judge.
I will tell you guys what that means.
On the screen.
It means
what did y'all talking about?
It means when this happens, when a situation like this arises, when this happens. What happened? No, like dead ass did. Well, I'm defending myself.
Oh,
back out.
Hater.
I did not back out. I swear to God, I didn't just back out. I'm emotionally. He started. Go back to my screen. What else needs to be said? What else needs to be said?
Madam Judge, what happened next? Because you would.
I declare that it's time to move on from this. Move on to the next topic.
see, Avia sparing you right here and now because she knows. Wait, hold on. That's not the OG clip. It's been edited. Y'all are. Oh, what is that? Okay, you know what? My character is being assassinated by more than one person now. So let's go on. Let's talk about let's talk about some cartoons because I'm not finna be made a fool out of.
But you're sure acting like Daffy Duck.
Yeah, I can't even be bothered because y'all double teaming up on me. So who's some of y'all favorite voice actors in cartoons?
Definitely top of the list, Cree Summers and Keith David. Top two at the top of my list.
Oh, you took the best
because they are the voices of my childhood. Like pretty much any cartoon that I watched, Cree Summer voiced it, and also Keith David. Like it pretty much any cartoon I watched, he voiced it. Especially growing up Gargoyles, like him as Goliath, like match made in heaven. And John Witherspoon as Granddad in the Boondocks. Hysterical. And Regina King also in the Boondocks as Huey and Riley, because she not only did one, but she voiced two people, and she had to change her voice, to distinguish one from the other. And also, the women who voiced all the ponies in My Little Pony, because they at least voiced two of the main ponies and also extra voices too, and that takes a lot of work. Because I was like, oh, they didn't just do this one and this one; they did like some extras in this scene, in this too. And also, Tara Strong also is amazing. You know, she's all of these people are legends in voice acting community, and they're
No
amazing.
doubt. No doubt, no doubt, no doubt. You go ahead, Aaron.
It's too many to count, but I will say, at least with my top three, Kevin Michael Richardson, because I did not realize how many voices that dude voiced over my entire life. Just looking, you know, like I knew Joker. I knew he was like just about every black man on every adult comedy show, but like the man's got a very rich history. I'm not gonna take the ones that I'm trying to leave Q, the obvious ones, because Homeboy deserves it. But Mel Blanc, the OG, okay, Mel Blanc is the reason he is the reason voice actors are so lost, you know, for so long. Like without, and I mean, you know, quick honorable mention to Cree Summers, Father John Franks, I believe. Like him, God, yes, Jim Cummings, like the other one. Those two, you know, and I mean Mark Hamill, because Mark Hamill, he's the damn Joker, you know. He also the Hobgoblin. Like he can. Mark Hamill doing what he did with his voice, turned into something completely different, and just voiced like what 3 generations. You know, for 3 generations of the Joker, just that alone, and every time he says he's gonna retire, he comes back to do something because he just loves the character. That's some real commitment, you know, and for him to, you know, come back and do Luke Skywalker and things like that. But definitely Mark Hamill, Kevin Michael Richardson, and Mel Blanc, because like those are the ones who, for me, you know, shaped my entire childhood and are continuing shaping, you know, others. For Warner Brothers, that's a whole layered thing. But, you know, I'm just going to say there is one with a P, whose name starts with a P, that I know Q is going to mention. That is a segue. Go for it.
P that starts with a P?
Yes.
Hmm.
Perfect voice character that starts with a P.
Well, before I get to that one, / as I think about which one you're talking about, wow, damn, I might forget the ones I was going to say in the first place. So I'm going to start off with some of the greatest anime voice actors, Sean Schemmel and Chris Sabat. You know, Goku, Vegeta, God dang, Zoro, Mother Truckin'. Who's trying to categorize all of these people's voice act? You know, both of these men's voice acting career would be the entire month of November's episodes. But, you know, Goku and Vegeta, among so many others, done in Dragon Ball and outside of other animes in American animation, you know, just can't be. But I also want to put a large spotlight on the OG Japanese voice actor for Goku, Masako Nozawa, who has voiced Goku for over 40 years consistently. From the dragon, because for those who don't know, in anime, they don't do voice changes when characters age. It's the voice throughout their entire run. So like if you got animes like Naruto or Dragon Ball where the character, you know, grows in age, the voice actor keeps the role. So from Dragon Ball to now, it's the same voice, and she's done it and continuously, and through video games and other media, she continues to just nail it completely. And she's about up there in age, about 60 or 70 plus, who do these, you know, these very expressive dialogue that requires yelling and screaming and changing the pitch and tone. And she also voices Gohan and Goten and other versions of Goku. So, you know, it's very, very, very like a masterclass in voice acting. And just generally shout outs to all of the anime OG Japanese voice actors, because they do the damn thing entirely throughout the litany roles. And also shout outs to goddamn Phil Lamar for being just one
Bill
of the
starts
most,
with a P.
one of the most prolific voice actors in the modern era for the last 20 years. Samurai Jack, bringing Jon Stewart to the forefront. Hermes from Futurama, Wilt
Yes.
from Foster's, just too many. Virgil, Static from Static Shock. Just so many different voices he's brought to life, is something else. And also another P legend, Peter Cullen, the voice of Optimus Prime, and so many others. He, his distinct gravelly voice is just so powerful and inspirational. And of course, who can forget when he was the narrator for Toonami back in the day? So
that's iconic how he still voiced Optimus Prime in the live action films too. Like he still voiced them.
Yep.
Like, okay, cool.
Another one, I want to say special shout outs to James Avery. We all know him as Uncle Phil, but he was also the Shredder, the voice of the Shredder for many, many, many years. And, he did the damn thing. He solidified himself entirely. And one more name that I'm surprised y'all haven't said, but definitely deserves the time in the sun to the 100th millionth degree is Nolan North. The voice of Nathan Drake, Penguin, Deadpool. In my opinion, one of the most prolific voice actors of all time, in the way that he can make you like him as the cool guy that you want to be your best friend, to being the off the wall crazy person. And his voice, the expressiveness in his voice, Superboy from Young Justice, who can forget that? Is his prolificness and the way he brings these characters to life. And like, people literally created a whole genre of character based off of his template of voice. So just that alone, like,
you can't forget Gray.
Yeah, Gray DeLisle Griffin, of course. Vicky, god dang, Frankie from Foster's. Shout outs to while we on the topic of Gray, shout outs to all of the voice actors who've lended their voices to Scooby-Doo over the years. Frank Welker, of course. Casey Kasem, Matthew Lillard, Gray DeLisle, all of those people, just without the
also Jason Marsden, like he's been doing it for a long time, and I feel like he doesn't really get the respect that is due, because I know his voice anywhere. Anytime I hear, that's Jason Marsden right there. And then when it even also definitely a shout out to the voice cast of The Simpsons, because they've been doing it for 30 years strong. Like, they are never going broke for the rest of their lives. Their children's children will be set up for life, because that's how good they are. And
yes, and also shout outs to Nancy Flanagan for voicing Naruto. I met her at a convention a couple of years ago. She's awesome, and yes, that is true. But yeah, it definitely, like, there's a lot of like prolific voice actors. So my
wait, how come they aren't given the jobs?
Because people suck. They really do suck. It very much absolutely. James Earl Taylor is Obi-Wan. Yep. He also was the voice of Fred. No, that was D. That was. But yeah, it sucks when the voice act when they do things like CGI movies and they go with Chris fucking Pratt to play Mario and Garfield. When last I checked, the current voice actor of Garfield still kicking. Charles Martinet has helped make Mario a $1 billion, if more, franchise with his voice. And you get Chris fucking Pratt to be Mario. That man's not Italian. He can't sound Italian. He's gonna be like, "Hey guys, chill the F out. It's Mario. We're gonna save Peach." Now I am being pretty hypocritical because I'm 100% on board with Charlie Day being Luigi, because that level of neurotic that Charlie brings to some of his roles fits Luigi to a T. But Chris Pratt, I don't know what the hell they were smoking when they did that, so.
Oh God, no.
Yeah,
Tom Kenny.
Oh yeah, of course.
Mm-hmm.
God. Oh, why didn't think of him?
Tom Kenny, like it's not Chris Pratt.
I mean, he did good in the Lego movie, but it's like, okay, but this is something that's been a proper, like, you can't really, I mean, Lego properties are different than actual, like, cartoons, because at least Lego, you start with something different. But if you already have, like, a established voice with this character, you have to go with that. And I don't know. It's, yeah.
Yeah, and also, how can you mess up being a blank slate character? Like, that's literally what Emmett was. He was just a blank slate, So, like, if he would have messed that, I don't know. Chris Pratt should hang it up. Not everybody can be Scarlett Johansson, who's had like 3 different voice acting roles in her career for these distinct characters. And also thrives to play a tree one day in a film. So I guess. Shout out to Rosario Dawson and her voice acting work, because she's gotten plenty of good voice acting work. Like, that is an example. Her and Keith David are, in my opinion, 2 of the best examples of on-screen actors with a nice, lengthy live action resume who transitioned well into voice work.
Also,
I think Aisha Taylor too.
There are 2 that I want to mention who are up and coming in. Karen Fukuhara, because she's actually coming up in the voice acting role, not only just in live action, but she's doing a lot of voice acting work on the side too. And also, I want to make sure. Kimiko Glenn, who plays make sure that's who plays So in Orange is the New Black. She's also doing a lot of voiceover work, starting to do a lot of voiceover work as well. And
Facts.
There are some up and comers who are definitely establishing a great career in voiceover work, and they're definitely 2 top rising stars, I think, who make a big impact in voice acting.
Yep. And I want to give a shout out to Johnny Young Bosch and Daniel Southworth, 2 Power Ranger icons who definitely made a strong foothold in goddamn anime. Johnny Young Bosch, obviously his 2 most famous anime roles being in Bleach and Trigun, as well as some video game voiceover work in Devil May Cry, and same thing goes for Daniel Southworth as well. So those guys, it's these voice actors, they do the damn thing. And really and honestly, I do feel like, and this is something that I've kind of felt for a while now, that in specific cases, when you're dealing with these franchises that are anthropomorphic or, robots in their franchise, just go with voice actors, man. Just do that. If you're making a Ninja Turtles movie or a Transformers movie, just hire a good stunt man and just get the voices, get iconic voices or good voices, and they'll sell it, because I don't care who's, no disrespect to the people that are under costume or will be in the rigs or whatever, but I don't care about them playing Leonardo and Donatello. Like, I care about them. I want to be immersed and feel like, oh, if they're going to do a live action joint, then I can see them walking down the street in New York, and with their pizza and their trench coat and, their theme song, that got the dynamic of the team wrong, but it still is fire. And bring back just do that. Because if I see Chris Pratt pop up
in Dark Side,
exactly, like the voice is more like the voice is there, like it's there. The voice is the most important thing. So in any case, that's just my 2 cents on it, right? Because I'm not trying to see Chris Pratt or Kevin Hart play these fucking animated icons and shit. Like that'd be the worst fucking.
Well,
Like
I mean,
that'll
let's see. You remind me of what's that movie what's that really bad movie that Tony did?
Emoji.
Yeah, the Emoji movie.
The Emoji movie.
Yeah, how that one they took precedence over that one over the Popeye the Sailor Man reboot from what Gennady
Tartakovsky.
Yeah, Tartakovsky. Like that thing looked amazing. Like, on Blood, Sweat, and Tears had Tom Kenny voice Popeye. It looked like it was a love letter to the comics, the Fleischer cartoons, plus the Robin Williams movie. And then they were like, yeah, no. We can get an easier cast if we just get all these celebrity cameos, put that out because yes, James Corden as a hand is what I want to see.
And Patrick Stewart as shit. That's what he was. Was he not the poop emoji?
Feat. No, I'm just like, yeah, that's an amazing feat, even for them.
I will say one of the shining exceptions is Into the Spider-Verse and how they handled their cast and everything, because them folks were no slouches on the voices, and they really made them feel like the characters and whatnot. They weren't just phoning it in. So I gotta give respect to their strengths.
But there are some anime movies where they do cast like a celebrity and they do very well in the voiceover role. Like I thought what's his name? Ben, who voiced Sonic, did a good job as Sonic.
Yeah, he did a good job, but I'll always be butthurt.
Jaleel, I know. He's the OG. I know. But it's
like
they. Oh,
I mean, it's that, no disrespect to Ben, and obviously Jaleel White, I would love for him to return to the franchise, which he hasn't done since the 90s cartoons. But the video game voice actors for Sonic do a hell of a insurmountable, amazing job keeping these characters relevant, even when some of their games do not necessarily grasp everyone. And to me, those are the voice actors who are the prime example of should always be thought of and have these opportunities to play these characters in live action, because they do an amazing job with these characters. They're so identifiable, and most importantly, they are on the pulse of their communities. Like for the past 5 years on Twitter, the Sonic voice cast do a Twitter, like as the characters, they do a Twitter Q&A where they talk and they, say things, funny things that, acknowledge things you wouldn't, think they would and stuff like that. So they're masters at that. So no disrespect to Ben, because I do feel like, he took the role seriously, but I would have loved to see my boy Roger Craig Smith be Sonic, see my girl who voiced the Wasp in Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes be Tails and everything. Keep, much as I hate to say this, keep Jim Carrey as Eggman, because it's Jim Carrey, and I like you can't go wrong with that. But
this is the future Robin Williams was warning us about when he sued this.
Exactly. But yeah, any final words, starting with Avi, about this before we wrap it on up? Because this flew by.
Voice acting is I've heard it from voice actors themselves. Voice acting is very difficult. It's more difficult than you think it is, and we gotta give props to the people who make a living from doing it. We might not see them, like for some voice actors we do see them physically on screen sometimes, but for the most part, we need to give respect where respect is due, and they deserve all their flowers. And we grew up on these people's hard work, and they're the reason why we love these properties, and celebrate them.
Facts on top of facts on top of facts. Aaron,
I agree. I think we need to go. I think executives need to actually take a step back and for once look backwards so that they can understand why most of their properties translation when they are just hiring big names to voice these iconic characters that nobody wants to because there's no life in them. It's just if we have Dwayne Johnson playing Diddy Kong, it's obviously the joke is funny, but it's just Dwayne Johnson's Diddy Kong. Like we need, I want to. If you want these characters to become iconic and you want them to have like a new fan base, you have to have the voice actors to capture it. Like once again, that's why most of these Looney Tune characters, Sans Little Bunny, always have the same voice actors every decade. So
facts. And all I'll say is that one, Michael Myers drove a car, so I apologize to my dad and anybody else who said he can drive and all of that. And two, pay these voice actors, give them these opportunities, don't shortchange them in lieu of any celebrity who's either going to phone it in or sound too much like themselves to really make a difference in this character. Because 9 times out of 10, if you are doing an animated film and it's based off of a cartoon character, then the cartoon character is selling those tickets, not the person doing the voice for it. So there really is no excuse for that, because they're not going to God forbid that they would ever recast SpongeBob for anyone other than Tom Kenny, or like Aaron said, not use the current voice actors for Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck as such, in any other film endeavor. You know what I'm saying? So it definitely needs to be, they need to be respected. They just need to be respected and pay these folks a significantly higher wage than what they've been paid, because that is one of the biggest controversies that still need to be resolved. Pay these voice actors the same amount as you would pay these actors on these roles. That is very, 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 very significant. Just that simple. But yeah. There's one more thing I just want to quickly address before we come out. I mean, I've been accused tonight within the last 57 minutes, 31 seconds that I clickbaited this title for this video. First things first, I don't even know why people assume I made the title. I don't even know where that came from.
Like that.
And secondly, if there's 3 things about Goku that I know for a fact, and I am not open for discussions, because is that Goku can beat Superman, he can beat the New Gods, and he can beat the Eternals. Because you see, as it has been recently, it has been recently spoken about, Goku is at such a he's at a multiversal level of strength. He's as strong on a multiversal scale. So when you add in the multipliers of the Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan 4, what have you, that would mean he would be able to go toe to toe with any New Gods or Eternals. And since the Eternals gimmicks are that they die a lot, they clapped, and so the New Gods, he can just smack them folks up too, and then just instant transmission to true dark side and hit him with the Kamehameha, just a base Kamehameha at that.
That's a lot.
So, and then just hit him with the Kamehameha and then just win the day. I mean, when he fought Beerus, their punches were strong enough to start destroying the universe that they were in, which, for those who don't know, the Dragon Ball universes are naturally bigger than some other fictional universes in their size. So that means that it would do that. So, you know what, we should, that is a topic that we can discuss. So I just wanted to say that Goku, he might not be able to beat the New Gods or Eternals in box office revenue, unfortunately. Thanks, Dragon Ball Evolution, you son of a bitch, you piece of shit film. Thank you for ruining that possibility. But Goku actually, I will make a poll after the show tonight. Can Goku beat? I mean, I know the answer to that. Yes, Goku can beat the New Gods and the Eternals.
No, he can't.
No, they might have people
literally decapitate him, but okay.
The Goku literally tanks planet destroying god dang moves. And then when you add in Ultra Instinct and him being
a Orion, but okay.
Sure. Okay. Is that why he got shot to death, Aaron? Is that why he got shot with a gun and died?
No. Don't talk about that book. Is that why Goku?
Nah, because the streets like Final Crisis, Aaron. What you mean they don't talk about that book? The streets love Final Crisis.
The streets love the Flash too, but that doesn't mean anything.
Toof, you are hard on these people, but I just want to say that I firmly believe Goku will
I also believe that Pinhead could lose to Predator, so I don't.
And so does everybody else. I'm just.
I don't trust the streets.
Don't trust the streets. Anyway. You know what? Hey, if you let them know who you is and where you be.
Hey everyone, you can find me on all social media platforms at AV Knighton, and that'll lead you to everywhere else I am on the YouTube, our Medium, Joe's website, The Black Cape, all that good stuff.
Big facts, big facts, big facts. Sir Aaron, let them know who you is and where you be.
Yeah, I'm around. You know, find me. Sometimes I'm on Twitter, sometimes on YouTube, but on all social media platforms. I'm at Aaron Michael _J. Shout out to actually the person who made this hoodie. You can find him at Sir Aaron on Instagram and all other social media platforms. He's very talented. I'm gonna start doing that. Like every indie artist, use our shout outs because people need that, wonderful spread like some of these wonderful people on here. But I'm there on Twitter, so you know what's up. Unless you don't, in which case, nice to meet you. Find me on LinkedIn. Yeah. Do it.
Exactly. And it's your boy Quamon Star G, and you can find me here every Wednesday night on Moldiversity. Find me every Sunday, mostly on Into the Quniverse, where we talk about everything geeky, gaming, and nerdy. And you can find me on MD Gaming, playing games fair, with hiccups here and there. You can find me being the victim of Neo Bowser City on 200cc because people like to see me fail and come up short and not succeed. So yes, indeed. And you can also check our Twitter account where we just posted the newest poll from MD, which is, can Goku beat the Eternals and New Gods? Why did I do that? So yeah, that is what you guys can expect. Mike will be back next week, or I'll cry myself to sleep. And yeah, we have been Moldiversity. Thank you for tuning in for what will probably go down in history as our most controversial, most salacious, most scandalous, most, what's another synonym to that word, to these words?
Negroish.
Exactly. Most shady episode we've done yet. If you guys miss anything or want more insights of what we talked about, go ahead and just rewatch it as many times as you want. And
he's a scammer and a bamboozler. We bring that back.
First of all, that died on October 31st, 2020. Secondly, I'm just telling the truth as best as I can remember it.
It's a lie.
So, in any case,
you prefer your past. You want to be multiple choice. I get it.
In any case, we have been MD. Thank y'all for tuning in. We will see y'all later. Peace.